Thank you. Welcoming Sound Lab, Amber. Nice to see you. We got Janet, Luna, Sowen. Welcoming all brothers, sisters up in here. Ding, 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 ding. Rough Rider, oh. Won't you meditate with me, with my flutes and me? This ain't love, it's mystic village. Mystics, stay with me. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, last night 3.5 hours sound healing journey, and not sure if we're gonna do that again in a while. I don't know if it's healthy it's good for, I think we shouldn't do that too much. It's kind of, I like to do extreme things like 3.5 hours straight sound bath. But the balance is like realistically 2 hours, or maybe like 1 hour break, engage. Because the engaging part, saying hi to people matters, being a good host matters. But from time to time, we gotta dive into 3.5 hour sound bath. But I hope you had a good time. I'm sure people slept good last night. Thank you. And the benefits of meditating extensively, it's like you have a mini retreat that you have, and with your community, right? When we're together, when we meditate extensively, you get to see your ego freak out or want to just give up and all these, which is fine, right? It's as deep or as shallow as you want it to be. As deep or shallow, and you get what you put in. That's the beautiful part about life. If you do the work, you sow, you reap, what do you call it? You reap what you sow. Right, is that what it is? You reap what you sow. You plant mango, you get mango. Damn, reap what you sow. Oh, that's how you say it. And so the more, when you put love into that seed, love grows, healing grows. And I try to make the meditation digestible to the mainstream. Some people meditate and some people just fall asleep to the sound bath, which is beautiful, because not everybody's trying to meditate. And so I try to be graceful with my approach. And still, daytime, engage, music, teaching. I'm even looking at new singing bowls, because some singing bowls, some chakras, like the heart chakra. But that's for the future, that's for the future, that's for the future, that's for the future, that's for the future. It's not too bad. I'm just talking to the wholesaler in India to see like, hey yo, what's the price on the wholesale, man? Hold up. But I don't know if it's worth it, because It's like $100 shipping from India wholesale, but no tax, which is kind of like... But anyways, that's just the future. It's just more like when I'm playing this, I'm like, okay, the F sharp is an amazing key, and I only have one F sharp bow. And many people request the heart chakra, you know what I mean? So many people request the heart chakra, and we just got this baby F sharp bow. And I'm like, just go with what you got until it's time. Yeah? So I slept like a stone in a mountain, says Michael. Dang. Stone in a mountain stream. You got stoned last night? Is that what you're saying? Don't ban me. I've been running on empty lately. Thank you for your guidance. Yesterday. Welcome, Haley. Thank you all the constant support. It keeps everyone going. Keeps me going. Raining in Houston today. Like what you hear is what's happened. Like the cat's outside. Like when it's raining, cats just sit around all day. This guy, they just stare. But my cat's wild because we feed stray. They just run in the rain. Outdoor cats straight up run in the rain. They're just like, we are one with the rain. Snowed in Chicago. Happy full moon. Yeah. Last night a lot of people come to test. People got nothing better to do sometimes when they got a lot of energy. Somebody yesterday was like, at the end of the stream, somebody like, you can't even polish the bowl. I'm like, what? We just got done 3 hour, 30 minute. You can't even play around the edge. I'm like, so I'm not trying to right now. I'm like, what? We chilling. We just chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to. I mean, oh, thank you. That merch. Do you do anything special for yourself on full moon? I pay attention to my energy a lot more. I pay attention to the people's energy around me because they oftentimes don't pay attention to their energy, which means their emotion will be up and down. And I just have to remember, most people don't pay attention to their energy, so when they start wilding out, crashing out, it's because they don't realize the full moon affects your blood and your lymph fluid and your hormones, making it move. Because people don't pay attention. Like if the whole ocean can rise from a full moon, right? What do you think is happening to your body with all your lymph fluids, your hormones, and your bloodstream? But human beings, when you don't know better, you don't know better. And so instead of, I just pay attention, okay, people acting up a little bit because they don't pay attention that the moon actually moves your energy. But if you stay centered, the only thing that moves, your mind moves, your body moves, your emotion moves, but your true nature is untouchable. Shout out to Sister Jill. Love your damn self, man. That's why my anxiety has been high. Yeah. Imagine that the full moon has been going on all of human, like all of planet Earth, and we still don't pay attention. Paying attention to emotion, and what else do you do? That's really it. It depends. If people need, I just do what people need. But for myself personally, my life continues to be the same because I'm always paying attention. But when it's full moon, I pay attention even more. Right. That's it. Because if your life is already ceremonial and sacred, the way you live your life, whenever you have a deep relationship with it, it's always a ceremony happening. Every day that you wake up is a sacred ceremony. Right? It's a holy, but it's how you design your life. Is your life sacred? Is your life ceremonial? Like, I don't have to wear all this. But when I wear it, it's a show to respect the ceremony of, right? Every live stream is a ceremony to me. But when you don't constantly have that kind of experience, then you're going to need to have some sort of Christmas, Thanksgiving, because you're not doing it on a daily basis. Holidays. So imagine you can have a ritual or a ceremony on a daily basis, which is prayer, meditation. Like when I do sound bath every day or play the flute. From the heart, right? It's about some relationship that I'm having with life. It allows life to be a lot more peaceful, loving, and patient. Love is patient, love is kind, right? So you practice the things that you believe in. Sometimes you believe in the things and don't even practice it. Because that's just, they don't know better. And so instead of waiting for people to chill the F out, you just be a lighthouse of chillness. And then people come to get the peace from the stream because we have peace here to share. That's it. And it's free. So whenever it's free, it's accessible, and it's authentic, then a community will grow. Naturally. I forgot. I'm sorry for not being here in the community. I was like, oh, you don't have to be here all the time. I mean, I'm gonna be here because this is my calling. But it's up to you. As long as your life is doing good, brothers and sisters, that's all I care about. But when your life's not doing good, you need to be around good people, peaceful people. That's all. If your life's not doing good and you go to the bar, no. Your life's not doing good, you call the plug, right? No. You go back. Don't even talk to your ex, please. Don't even think about your ex, right? Talk to your dog instead, you know? Hey, baby. Better to talk to your dog than your ex. Dogs and cats, that's why they're there. That's your boo right there next to you. Bars, yeah. A lot of people relapsing right now towards alcohol because lack of commitment. But that's part of the journey. Sometimes you have to keep being a ping pong. Boing, boing. When you get tired of being like ping pong. Like, Alright, what other option? Maybe we need a little Native American vibe today. Just a little bit. Let me loop some in the background. Third eye. Let's do a third eye. What size shirt? All. You have to. If there's no size available, you can just message the Etsy store and Sister Joe will take care of it. She just makes the shirt. Huma asks, welcome brother. What can you say to the people who reject their life and seek ways to have a better life only to obtain what they seek and then again continue to reject this current life? So they get what they want, but they're not fulfilled. Is that what you mean? They say to the people who reject their life and seek ways to have a better life. So you leave what you thought is bad for you to something what you think is better, only to realize it's the same dang thing. That's the beautiful part. You're not going to figure it out right away. That's what makes life a beautiful journey. The Dharma, the path, the Tao, the way. If you walk this way and it's not for you, and you change direction, it's not for you. Well, there's more than just two directions. But you have to see, what is your compass? Is your heart your compass, or is your mind? Do you know the difference between the heart compass and the mind compass? And if you don't, well, you gotta figure out what that even means. Are you being guided by your heart or your head? Because sometimes the heart tells you to do one thing and the mind goes, how the hell am I gonna do that? Right? The mind is like, okay, yes, that's a great plan. And the heart goes, this is the way, but you don't know how. Here's my saying. I don't need to know how. I just need to follow the heart. I'll figure it out. The mind always comes from a place of limitation. Well, how the hell am I going to do that? If you told me I would actively be using 45 flutes to do a sound healing every day online, 5 years ago, I was like, how the hell am I gonna do that? That's why the leap of faith is called the leap of faith. Because if you knew what's gonna happen, then there's no leap of faith. Right? You see where you're leaping. When you take the leap of faith, it's like you're on top of the cliff and you hear a voice telling you, take the leap. But this is not like a literally cliff, right? It's a metaphorical cliff called what your attachment to what you think you want in life. But following your heart tells you there's something greater and you don't know what that is, but you know you have to take some risk to get there. Most people are too scared to take a risk because that risk isn't from the heart. And sometimes we take risk, but we take financial risk, but it doesn't come from love. It comes from wanting more money. And that's fine to want more money. But what's money without love? An unfulfilled life. And we're not even talking about romantic love. We're talking about like genuine happiness. Imagine having money and you're not even happy. Well, how do you deal with that? You cover it up by buying more stuff. But you're not actually happy. You just buy more stuff to keep your dopamine high so that you don't see your unhappiness. So you need to smoke more, party more, drink more. You need to downshift. Hello, welcome brain chatter. Or at least, if you don't get to the car, you don't get to the Tinder, the dating, at least you're gonna do it through Call of Duty. Right? Because you need some kind of thrill. Maybe you don't make that crazy money, but what prolongs your growth is excessive entertainment, which oftentimes can be too much. Right? You go on Grand Theft Auto, you go on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, then you go on the only ceiling fans, and you watch the adult content, and then your life's still the same. And nobody wants to talk about how addictive we are to entertainment that doesn't add value to our life. So we just touch on it a little bit because uncomfortable conversations human beings don't get on TikTok to learn about. We just come on here to chill and be like, ew, ew. And then when you trigger people, he think he know everything. So that's why I gotta be gentle with saying something, because I know it's somehow, when you hear it the first time, it's hard to hear sometimes, all this stuff. That's why I keep the chatter in the morning stream. At nighttime, I just do, hey, welcome, Dawn, CC, Riffraff. Right? That's why I don't go off like this at night, unless it's at the very end of the stream and people clearly want interaction. And that's when the super monologue happened. Like, for whatever reason, it just comes out. Because I see 800 people here and like, okay, they still haven't left yet, even though I started talking. That means they're on the same page, and then we start going off on some spiritual talk, and then people feel a spark. you can feel the spark in the community, like, this makes sense. And then, okay, have a wonderful night. Dang, dang, dang. So you have to learn divine timing is so key to everything that, and the only way to be in the flow with divine timing is to pay attention to when the universe needs you to talk and when the universe needs you to shut up. Or be quiet, excuse me. Right, because sometimes I need to be more quiet and sometimes I need to talk more. It's just, you have to exercise that discipline. The heart is the best guide, yeah. So that divine timing is so beautiful. That's why I do very well with dad jokes. I know dad jokes are cheesy, but when you learn how to time the dad jokes, it's the delivery. Right? You have to know how to deliver it. Because if you don't know how to deliver it, it's like so cringy, like, ew. But when you do know the right timing in comedy, it can help dissolve people's ego and we go into laughter. And that's beautiful. I had such a hard time sleeping with my work shift. Your live last night work. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Labs rock. Tiffany's here. Ushanti. Full moon. I'm doing good at not consuming too much entertainment, but lately it's been on news. And that is kind of a form of entertainment too. Right, it's because back in the days we did not get this much news. Right. Now you can listen to news all day and night and not have enough of it. So you have to be disciplined or else it's gonna get to you. Like my friend Sean, brother Sean, taught me to do a little day at statistical analysis. Oh, hello. And the crypto market is 24/7, so you could be trading crypto all the time, which is unhealthy. You have to sleep. You know, you gotta sleep. But if you don't have discipline, you could get obsessively just looking at charts all day, all night. Now, when you when you trade on the stock market, there's a closing time, right? So if you don't have discipline and you start dealing with something, the one stock market that doesn't close is your ego. Your life doesn't stop. It's 24/7, just like the crypto market. So if you don't have discipline in your life, your emotion will be up and down. Your life will feel like a big roller coaster when you don't want it to. Sometimes you like roller coasters, but not your whole life roller coaster, you know what I mean? And so this is why we have to be disciplined towards, okay, I need to turn it off. Right, okay, at this time, I'm not trading. When I'm at work, I'm here to work, not play. When I'm at work, I'm not here to socialize too much because I need to get things done. When I'm meditating, this is what we're doing, right? When I'm playing the flutes, I'm playing the flutes. Yeah. Michael says, I never understood the ego until I found you and the mystic villagers. Many teachers don't do a good job of, realistically, you have to learn to discover it yourself. I can tell you, but you have to do your own critical thinking and observation, right? So that's why I explain things in the way that the way that I have come upon it and understood it. But you have to do your own thing. Don't just listen to me and believe. Listen and run it through your system. Does that make sense? Does that not make sense? And that's why I'm always live. Like, you can ask questions, especially in the morning stream. Because I don't want you to just believe it because I told you. Because I didn't want to believe it just because somebody told me. I believe it because I feel it's authentic, it's genuine. And then there's results behind it. That's why I call what we're doing here result-driven spirituality, not just believe and your life's still the same. I call that BS. And then they take money from you. For real. I just keep it 100. That's what they... Because a lot of teachers, like especially people who write books, they try to make it sound like they are educated, which is respectable, right? Because that's what we've been taught. I'm spiritually educated, so I have authority. But then the issue is the thing that you study become really difficult for people to learn. How is that useful when you can't even articulate for most people to understand? That's why I make sure I keep my language simple, but unless I need to be a little bit more technical, then I make sure that I explain it pretty well, because we're trying to help people out here, not just sound spiritual and sound smart, but it needs to be practical and ground into making real life changes, not just philosophical life changes. And that's why when I see people online doing philosophy debate, like prove to me God's real or not real and all this, I'm like, y'all do a lot of talking, but no practical change from all these debates. So I stay away from those kind of debates. Yeah. I just look for, is what we're talking about helping humanity, helping our life more peaceful? That's it. Because sometimes it doesn't. But it's just popular to talk about it because why? It's drama more than help people. Drama is good virality, but virality doesn't lead to authenticity. And that is kind of annoying because many people want to be viral, but there's no authenticity. Okay, it's oftentimes lacks authenticity. Because what's popular oftentimes it isn't the most genuine thing, right? But sometimes it is. Right? Practicing and not philosophizing. And that's sometimes hard to teach to people because online we're doing a lot. It's popular, it's viral to philosophize at each other. My views and your views. But oftentimes that has nothing to do with genuine happiness in life. And sometimes we get triggered because we don't know how to respectfully disagree. Right? Respectfully disagree. That's why I tell people now, we just need to keep things respectful. That's it. And whenever disrespectful comes up, we have to address it. Whoa, what you're doing is disrespectful now? If you're going to be like that, right? We cannot have a healthy conversation while disrespecting each other at the same time. How can I start healing spiritually? Well, spiritual just means genuine love for yourself first. Maybe what you need to learn is to genuinely Have a genuine, loving relationship with yourself, because that leads to healing. But when you have hate in your heart and anger in your heart, that blocks the healing. Yeah, how can you heal if you got hate? It's so sad because I had to create, like I was helping this lady. Right? She has lymph cancer, throat cancer or whatever, right? And I was helping her with her GoFundMe, and I began to ask her questions about her past. Because I truly believe that we become sick because of the energy we carry. And I told her, is there something in the past that you just can't forgive, or it's impossible to forgive? Swadikap. And she said there's just some people in her life she couldn't forgive. And when I heard that, it like, ding. Imagine you hate somebody so bad you can't even forgive. And that's essentially called a dark seed that creates dis-ease. When you hold on to hate or you don't forgive, it becomes this toxic seed that destroys your body and mind. And usually it's the hate for your own father or mother. Usually that's right, or it's usually your family. Because it's sad that family abuse each other, okay? Let's say it's sad. And so we end up never forgiving. And that's what makes many people so unhealthy and sick. How do you dissolve? Welcome, Anda. Where do I start? Start paying attention to why. Start asking the question, why do you feel this way? More often. Like, why am I pissed off right now? Be hungry to figure out the root cause of your anger, of your unhappiness. Because many people don't want to ask that question, why am I angry? So that, and the thing is, don't just ask why one time, keep asking why. Why? And then because every time you ask why, you strip away the shell, the onion, and then you get to the seed, the root cause, the root seed. And you see this dark seed and you pluck it out and you plant the better seed. I'm ready to live a life that's positive, where I'm more happy, where I choose to be more grateful. And keep doing that. Hello, Sister Grace. I have forgiven those that affected me. I have trouble with those that hurt my children. There's no way to really, it's not about a perfect life. No matter what suffering is going to happen, that's key. Realizing no matter how much you try, we're not here to pretend life's not suffering. There's no pain. There's pain and suffering. But that's why I say you don't need to be happy all the time, just most of the time. As much happiness as I experience, one day I'm going to die. It's fine. As much happiness as I feel, I messed up my back a month ago, but at least there's healing. This too shall pass. As much I like to enjoy smiling, sometimes I will experience pain, but this too shall pass. And as much joy as I feel and I enjoy joy, this too shall pass. That's called equanimity. Good and bad happens in life. Stay centered. I just lean towards mostly happy, but I'm not attached to happiness. Because sometimes you do get angry. Your mind gets angry. Your mind may get irritated. But if you stay centered with the I am, the Buddha of nature, the Christ consciousness, the Krishna consciousness, the Spirit, the Divine, the Holy Spirit, the One, that human experience become bearable because you're centered. Peaks and valleys are part of life. Exactly. That's why you heard the term from the Buddha, happiness is not the destination. We're not trying to get somewhere through the peaks and valleys. Happiness is the journey. This is kind of hard. Oh, that's all good. At least you have, it's easy. Happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. When I heard that for the first time, it's like poetry. You mean I could be happy on the way to more happiness? You could be happy on the way to more happiness instead of wait to be happy once you get there. It's like poetry. This called wisdom makes life a lot more pleasant, knowing that you could be happy on the way to more happiness. Because sometimes the moment becomes challenging. The mind becomes challenged. The purity of the happiness. But the happiness we're talking about is not the duality, happy and sad. The happiness is the pure one love, oneness. Right? When it's one love, it's uncorruptible. But when it's two love, that's the human duality love. That's why the yin-yang, when your yin and yang is one energy, it's called the prana, the chi. The human experience helps to split it. Good and bad, hot and cold, life and death, yin and yang. Thank you, ขอบคุณครับ Yeah, exactly. Yin yang. Welcome Crazy Cyber, Jamie Lynn's here. Janet H, Sister Sowen, Tanya, Chloe, Empress Mo, Anda's Luxury Closet, chillin'. Michael, and that's why when we have spiritual community, it helps us to share wisdom and knowledge. And in this community, we focus on knowledge that leads to practical change in life, not just you believe something and your life's still the same. Like the practice we do in here, there's some concrete things like breathing in, But we respect people who have different beliefs and practices, because good people respect people. Just because they have a different practice and a different view doesn't mean we should disrespect or look down at people. We all bleed red. We're all brothers, sisters on planet Earth. Even though some people may not see you as your family because you're not the same religion or same country, but spiritual people who genuinely practice realize we're all one family, one love. So that's why when people come to the stream and sometimes be disrespectful, or they come with one-minded, right, my way or the highway, then we respect that. You know why? Because you have the free will to believe whatever you want. Welcome, Freaky Yander. Diane's here. But that's a mature thing to practice, because a lot of people don't know how to respect people just because they have differences. Even sometimes spiritual people look down on religious people because they've been hurt, right? Many spiritual people have been hurt by religion, and some religious people have been hurt by spiritual people. It's not about the religion or the spirituality. It's some individuals are immature and do immature things. Thank you for helping me to start healing. Thank you for starting. You step into the river that leads to the ocean, the Dharma. When you begin to believe in yourself and want to improve, you step into the river. And all the rivers all leads to the one ocean anyway. Oh, Bubba. And this comes with a bottle opener. Never used it, actually. Do you have any advice on how to clear mental blockages? I'm trying to find my purpose and feel blank. You don't need to be blank. As a matter of fact, you're already blank in the moment. It's already blank. When you're not present, then you may feel blockages. Sometimes when your mind feels blocked, that's your mind feels blocked. There is no blockage. But there is a blockage if you spend your time in here all day, yeah? So that's why when you learn to be with your breath, and sometimes when you can't figure something out, giving your mind some space to be, right, to not think by being present. Let the mind do its thing. So being present is the way that you can tell the mind, look, I know you want to figure this out, but you're just not doing a good job right now. Have a seat. And when the mind has a seat, meditation, somehow solutions naturally come to you, but you have to figure this relationship out on your own. I'm telling you because I practice this on a daily basis. Ideas just come to me without me trying, okay? And you see me write stuff down all the time. I don't even look for solutions. It just comes to you because you're open. So yes, figure some things out. And then when you don't know, take a break. Ideas come, Take a break. But many people don't know how to do that part called take a break. Right? Thank you for the sub, Anda. Welcome, Olivia. When you're trying to learn not to be in your mind all day, come here with us and be still. But I practice like this. All the music that we make in here is intuitive. You just make up music randomly and try. I do my best to do something different every day. And so when you're practicing freshness, beginner's mind, right, every day, creativity flows, happiness flows. And whenever negativity comes, it also flows. Things come and go, but your practice is always here. The question was, is it important to eat a certain way to get the best from meditation? Everyone has a different way they live their life, right? Some people when you eat too much, it makes you really sleepy in meditation, especially carbs. And it's harder to breathe when you have a stomach full of food. So the volume of the food you eat, because when you're meditating, you want to be present. But if what you're eating makes you fall asleep, it's going to be a lot harder to meditate, because sleeping is not meditation, but it's a good start. Like if you fall asleep meditating, it's better than not trying. which is like the lowest standard for meditation. Better than none, right? But we're here to have a little bit more standards than that, right? But I'm just saying that's the truth. Any meditation, even if you fall asleep, is better than none. That being said, are you here to sleep or meditate? That's it. So, if you're meditating and falling asleep often, thank you for trying to meditate, but you have to see, how can we be present while we're meditating? Because if you're sleeping and it's called sluggish, then you're not present. But when we talk about food and eating things, people get really sensitive. Really sensitive because we're attached to what we eat. And diet is a huge part of people's lifestyle. So to tell people to change lifestyle people can be very defensive. So that's why we're not here to say anything on that. Because as your discipline and as your life evolves and grows, your diet will naturally evolve and grow. But generally, if you eat too much and then you meditate, most likely you're going to fall asleep and you won't meditate with quality. And you have to see, what is meditation? It's the art of awareness. I'm falling asleep right now because I just ate a bacon cheeseburger with fries and a Coke and a McFlurry. Now I'm having whatever the sugar in my bloodstream that's shocking my body makes me want to pass out, like Thanksgiving dinner. Hard to meditate. If you drink too much caffeine, your mind becomes really active. Right? If your mind's really active already, please don't be drinking no monsters before meditation. You have to see the consequence. Right? If your mind's active and you meditate, the whole time you're just gonna be thinking. Well, the way that you can be more present is to be disciplined and anchored to your breath. That's the word. You need to anchor. You need to use your breath to anchor your practice. Because sometimes your mind's going to be hyperactive and you just need to go. It may take you 30 minutes if you just drink an energy drink or coffee to anchor. But if you're not doing too much stimulant, drinking too much coffee, like it's fine to drink coffee and tea, to be clear. But you have to know your limit. What makes you disharmonious? What's enough for you to help you stay focused without your mind being all erratic? When we depend on the coffee too much throughout our day and throughout the meditation, then we'll always need too much of it. You have to know how to have enough. And then you have to have a plan in meditation, how long you're trying to meditate for, and slowly grow that. Maybe you want to meditate 10 minutes. Okay, in that 10 minutes, you're going to anchor to your breath. 10 minutes, you're just going to do your best to be with your breath. Because in the beginning, you don't need to do anything special other than just be with your breath, because that's already difficult. Your mind kicks in, breath. You start thinking about food. And the thinking is not bad during meditation. Your mind thinks. That's what it does. But your true nature, you observe. You observe your mind think, but you don't get carried away by your mind. You just anchor. And sometimes if you have big problems in your life that makes your mind so heavy, right? What do you do if you just can't shake your own thoughts and overthinking? Then you need to have a bigger anchor. What does that mean to have a bigger anchor? You have to create more discipline in your practice, which is why you see me sitting like this every day. I'm just a giant anchor for meditation. So legs crossed, one anchor. So you have to add the weight to your anchor. Right, so every point of focus is like making the anchor heavier. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted. That's 3, like each anchor, right? Let's say it's 100 pounds. Legs crossed, back straight, head tilted, 300 pounds. But sometimes your life is 1,000 pound issue. And that ship is traveling quickly. And right, okay, well, hands in the same place, that's 400. Tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth, 500 pounds. Eyes partially closed, 600 pounds. Focusing on your breath, 700 pounds. And slowly the ship will move from 1,000 miles per hour, right, or whatever the speed is, and slows down. Because that anchor, you're starting to anchor yourself to the moment. And now that you have a 700 pound anchor, drop it. And the way you drop it, stay disciplined. You could be more loose, but if you know you have a lot of issues, you need to be more tight practice, which is more fierceness in your anchoring. But when you practice every day, you don't have to be tight practice because it's natural for you to be like that. So that's why I'm not as strict in the way I approach, because I'm constantly doing it. Okay. But when you're beginning, you're gonna need more, everything, right? You need to do the full lotus. Thank you, Diane. Back straight. But as you become more mature, you loosen it. This is why you need to have the beginner's mind, the hunger to develop yourself. Because in the beginning, it's the hardest. It's because to get started, right? If you're not even getting started, there is no practice, there is no lifestyle, there is no life change. But when you can begin to practice and devote yourself to anything, going to the gym, right? If you can just get yourself to go to the gym or exercise every day, and if you can do it for the rest of your life, you're going to be swole. Well, what happens when you commit to meditation on a daily basis? You're going to be peaceful, calm, centered. And then you can share peace with others because you have peace. And it's beautiful because sometimes that peace is priceless. I hope you learned something today. Here's a different flute for you. He says your mind's gonna be swole. Yeah. Like a buff monk. Swole monk in there. One Punch Man. Welcome, Desiree, Cleo. How about 30 minutes? Let's do 30 minutes. flute that you're talking about, this one. No, I did not print this. This is a low C Native American drone flute by Brother Reza, PYN Flutes. This wasn't in his shop. I told him, do you have a low C? Because I'm trying to go lower. And I was like, yes. So this was, because this is more difficult to play. That's why. I'm actually sending this one to Brother Arrow Eyes because Brother Reza is sending me 2 more. But this one in a triple drone. But he's on vacation to Korea right now, so gotta have to wait on that. BRB. How's your energy today? Thank you, Annette. Welcome, Spirit Baby Kel. Turn on a dime, Pep Schmear, Guy on Hill. Monique is here too. April Ushanti deprogramming. I have to leave in about 1 hour and 30 minutes to go meditate with my... Thank you, Antoa. Thank you for the 8 months. Vanessa's sick. Well, I hope your body feels better and your spirit peaceful, high. I'm having a great day. It's more about I'm surrendering to my calling. Welcome, Anna says, thank you so much. Feel more grounded. Great session with you. Thank you. Thank you, Shan. Shippy. Tiffany, Cece, Chloe. The more meditation I do, the less jokes I crack. And I realize where I'm going, there's going to be less jokes, but less doesn't mean gone, You can't get... The happy Buddha has to stay anyway. Thank you for all the kind words. Sending love to all who are open to receive it. The community is blossoming. It's just, I feel I'm at a turning point in my life where things become a lot more serious, as much as serious, but still in a peaceful way. It's just more about, as you have more responsibilities, basically people need a lot of peace, and sometimes jokes don't do it all the time. So some jokes do it. And so mindfulness and more meditation. We've been doing way more meditation on here, 30 minutes, as we have a good discussion, and then we'll go into a flute flow, Humor is the key. And the moment is the place I be. I'm trying to surrender the energy that no longer serves me and gets my back. Thank you again, CC Abubu on Twitch. Thank you, Ox5. CC Abubu. Thank you, Sound Lab. Well, many people enjoy the sound healing in here, and some people need it to be more musical, and weave in the wisdom a little bit, a little weaving in. Nighttime, 1 hour musical flow makes sense, or maybe 30 minutes every now and then. I think the key, the word maybe is called more proactive sound healing. Like we engage, and when we feel good, then we do like 30 minutes. Engage, 30 minutes. So it's going with the feeling, like going with what the community is feeling, and then flowing into the music for 30 minutes. Or maybe even 20 sometimes, But I think 30 is practical. Yeah. Welcome, Chris Portillo. Love your damn self. Welcome, Chef Shane and Son Adventures. Manifest yourself is here. My new swag from Sister Jill. Natalie says, standing on a snowy mountain with the sunlight streaming through the trees. And you got internet. Wow. The only thing, that means you can also get your pizza delivered to you. Listen to the stream, snowy mountains and pizza. Living the life. Okay. Living the life. Is it skiing season? Welcome, Momo Aotearoa. That's from New Zealand, huh? Shout out to lots of New Zealand. Do I look like I'm from New Zealand, by the way? Possibly. I've been noticing a high ratio of New Zealanders up in here. You know, you do. That Maori vibe. I think your programming is perfect for me, says George. I like your life. Thank you. I can't. I have fun because, you know, when you're here, that's what inspires me. Humor. The humor that heals, right? When we laugh, we heal in here. It's not just like get effed up at a comedy club or something, you know? Where do you, there's a link in my bio that leads to Brother Reza's shop called PYN Flutes on Etsy. Yeah. I'm not sponsored by him, but I bought enough flutes for him to hear where he realized, and I help promote him from time to time. Why? Because the flute's good and cheap. Like I would not have all these flutes if it wasn't for him. 3D printed flutes are very affordable and sound good. And that's why I have them. The wooden version would be in the $500 range. The exact flute that you like. This would be $400 to $500 if it was wood. And so I wouldn't have it at all. Right, because I need variety. Right, when we're on here, we have variety, and it helps people relax when we have variety. And it's more fun for me. Because all that variety just leads to the one moment that's always here. I second enjoying his laugh. I think I just come from a family of jokesters. My father's hilarious. My cousins are hilarious. My sister is she's got some humor. My father's the main culprit. Anywhere possible, you'll find a way to crack jokes, so I caught that humor. It could be somebody's funeral, but it'll be like appropriate humor, not like rude humor, like If he was alive, he would be eating that too. Like, oh, you know. The food's so good tonight. Please don't go home. Eat something before you leave. You know, kind of like. Yeah, so much. And also it's because, yeah. What time are you on tomorrow? Same time. Well, I've been getting on later because I post content before I get on to create more traffic. Right. It helps people to see the stream when you post something. And so I make an effort to do that. Yeah. But my goal is to eventually bike in the morning. Bike in the morning, upload some things, get on. And so I upload something before every stream now, which is why there's a bit more traction and I've been more musical, more yin, more zen, more sound healing, more gracefulness, and a little sprinkle of the sass. I love that. Very inspiring for me to get up and exercise now that the weather is getting better. Yeah, you gotta take care of your body for sure. I try to eat. Currently, I've been eating a salad every day. Any kind of salad. Like pre-made bag salad. Great. And it saves a lot of money. Healthy for you, delicious. But my goal is to eventually work out more. Maybe you need more protein. I'll just take protein powder, you know, because I'm using a lot of energy. So, yeah, gotta balance your energy, exercise, and 5 feet of snow here. Shout out to the snow. I need to eat more alkaline foods. Most foods are acidic nowadays. Alright. What kind of any? I'll take whey. Right. And the main part is that, you know, it's cheap. It's cheap. I'm trying to, right now, I'm building my life, so I'm on a budget. And the more you work out, the more support, you know. Whey, I haven't really been taking any protein. It's just, as I do more, then I'll need to supplement, for sure. Eggs, yeah. DJ Soggy says, I'm not loving my damn self enough. I keep finding myself chasing the wrong people. Like chasing the, like, are you talking about girlfriends? Girls? Just trying to make friends. Oh, just friendship. You gotta know who you are first. When you know yourself, people find you. But you can also find friends. But if you don't know who you are, you're gonna find people who also don't know who they are to fit in. So you often will find inauthentic people when you don't know who you are because you don't know yourself either. Right? Not today. I'm trying to have 2 protein shakes and 2 cans of tuna each. Oh, okay. So how do you find out more about yourself? You have to realize you are what you're looking for. I had to dump all my old friends who I used to hang out at the bar, and I spent a lot of time alone finding out my principles, values, what makes me happy, what doesn't serve me before I added friends to my life. I was alone for a good while, but that's the best part. I like to joke around. I'm silly. I have a lot of energy. I'm feminine, but also I can be masculine, but I lead with a feminine energy. Right? But you can be balanced. It's just sometimes you lead with a certain thing. You have to realize that. You have a natural balance, like you lead with something. Sometimes you act tough, but really you're gentle. It's just you have to figure out that's you. Or sometimes you act gentle, but you're tough inside. You just got to figure out yourself and how to work. Yeah. It's a low C. Yeah. It's a Native American low C. Yeah. And you might have to message him because I didn't see it in the store very much. There's always been a pattern with my relationships, so I'm taking a break because it makes me feel like there's an energy following me that's not good. I'm in my solitude with my son for now. I know it will come for me to realize what I enjoyed that motivates me. Yeah. When you spend time with yourself and find out what you love, the rest will happen because you're just a magnet, right? When you're authentic, you'll naturally find authentic people if you just keep generating authenticity. That's why I'm grateful for the community here, because you're only here because you like the authentic vibes. I do my best to live an authentic life, and if it's genuinely authentic, then the people in the community will be of the same nature. And if you're not, and we're all learning to be the best that we can, right? We're doing the best we can. DJ says, but I found a lot of peace in my room by myself. You can be peaceful by yourself, but you have to see, are you genuinely peaceful, or are you peaceful but deep down you're kind of lonely? You have to sniff out the BS sometimes. Because sometimes we're peaceful, but deep down we're kind of sad and lonely inside. But that's hard to recognize, you know what I mean? As long as it's genuine, you're going to attract peaceful people. But if it's not genuine, you're going to go back to your old ways, that's all. I wish my mom could find love inside of her. Well, you got to start with you first, Chloe. That's how I taught my mother. You have to be the big lighthouse to guide the ships in your life. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. So weatherish. I'm trying to learn how to work with my energy. I have trouble switching gears. Nothing is permanent except change. The switching gear is called change. The ego can be attached to things being the same, but you can reprogram yourself, your consciousness, to enjoy challenges in life because that's how you grow. You cannot go to the gym and just expect gains from pink weights the whole time. Like, yeah, you'll gain, but there's some limitation that come from being attached to one thing. You have to learn to grow and evolve. A little heavier, a little heavier. But many people expect change to be giant steps. But you have to learn to do little step at a time. One step at a time. Instead of a whole step in the beginning, you take micro. Yeah, if you stare at the weights while you watch Jerry Springer, not sure what you're working out. Jerry. At least while you're watching the Jerry. Jennifer says, I saw something today that said, are you healed or have you isolated yourself away from the people who hurt you? Those kind of posters, and that's a good meme. What you gonna do about it? I like to focus on practicality, because that's like, ooh, great. That's a great meme. And we still continue like, well, what you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Oh my God, that's so real. And then we do nothing with it. Welcome to the internet. Oh, that's so real. Oh, that's a good one, right? And we do nothing. And so this is why we are more practicing community than just, that's a great quote. Oh, I love that book, The Four Agreements. The Power of Now. And most people who have read that book ain't living in the now. Let's be real. Let's be real. And then they go read another book. But when we do practice what we have read and we master that art of being in a present moment, the best that you can, right? Then you get to share that with others through the way you live. So when you're living in the now and you're peaceful, you don't have to convince people. Your energy is like, your energy inspires people instead of you. You know, we should all be more present in. You need to practice, not only read. I believe that you should master, you should push, not just practice with great result. Before you read another book, whatever you just read, if you truly believe in it, practice with devotion and find great result. The issue is we go and read another book because there's a ton of spiritual books to read. Infinite, right? Nowadays, people are writing a book every day. That's why I don't follow teachers who write too many books. That's one of I recognize. The teachers that write too many books, they talk too much. They don't practice enough. Deepak Chopra. Excuse me. That one slipped. How the hell you release 40 books? Or more. I probably got 100 books. Right? Some people they're just booksellers. They're not, because if you, like, when you're not effective as a teacher, you're going to need to do too much to inspire people. I have over 100 cookbooks. Shout out to your cookbook collection. Are you a cookbook collector? You have been an open book for me. There's, again, this is more about the gourmet magazine from the say. There you go. If you're a collector, it's different. But if you're a practitioner, when the master says, some of y'all read the cookbook but don't do the cooking. It's fine to read the cookbook, but make sure you do the cooking. And the master told me to stay away from some of the other students. Some of them, they like to read the cookbook, but they don't do the cooking. He wanted to make sure I didn't be around the students who followed but didn't practice. He said they talk a lot, but they don't do the work. He didn't want me to end up like them. In front of their face, by the way. They were right there. I'm like, for real. That's the masters like that. Some of them, yeah, they only read the cookbook but don't do cooking. I'm like, oh. And what happened? I stopped talking to literally everybody. Because I realized nobody was practicing. They just followed a great master, but they didn't practice the teaching. They just like to follow because the master's like so amazing, right? But the master wants you to develop like a master. Wants you to develop the best you can. Not to just, oh, holy master, let me touch your feet, please. You know, he didn't want us to be like that. He wants you to practice with result. One of my teachers wrote a book and had the book as the class text. One of my words. Wow. It is what it is. You know, Master Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen master that passed away, they know that he said, I know you're going to keep my ashes. So he said, there's a note on his urn. Stop bowing to this. I'm not in here. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking like. I'm not in a jar. Because they know human beings, we just do tradition. Because the teaching of Zen is interbeingness. We're all one with everything. I'm not in the jar. Welcome, Brother Oscar Valencia. Yeah, go check that out. That's what I like Zen Master. Is to keep it real. They know people attached to religion and culture and the teaching behind it. I'm not in a dang jar. I'm not Wi-Fi. I'm 10G. double 5G. Like, wow, I can't even imagine speeds that fast. $10G's internet, lightning. But in culture, in the Thai culture, American culture, they keep I got my great grandmother's bones or whatever here. Right, that came from. That's not what the Buddha taught at all. Let's just be clear. The Buddha did not teach that. Let's be clear. The Buddha did not teach that, but people are attached. So that's the best people know, right? It's tradition for you to keep it, so it just passed down. I'm a master at cooking Thai food. Shout out to Thai food. I grew up with a mother who's also very, very good at Thai cooking. Because other people tell me for all my life, Not because she's my mom. It's just people keep, your mother cooks so good. Like, I know. I grew up eating everything. That's her mastery, That's, if anything, that's what she's great at. But the sad part about her cooking is that she grew up as a child labor cooking for her relatives. Yeah. So she's been cooking since she was a child because they kind of forced her to. But the blessing of that is that her cooking is phenomenal, but it just comes from a sad place. So she's a healer through cooking, for sure. Yeah. And if she ever stops cooking, her life it's very unhappy. So the more she continues to cook her life, it's me. For example, if I don't do sound healing, my life's not good. If I'm not teaching people, my life's not good. Because it's meant for you to do it. It's something that you don't have to do it, but when you do it, your life blossoms. And especially when you can do it from a pure place. Right? My mom cooks for the temple. And sometimes people pay her to cook for the temple. Right? So it's more about just giving, helping people. So that's her bodhisattva spirit. So I grew up peeling garlic for her. Since I was a child. Chop cilantro, peel garlic, onions, chop onion. I could be playing my PS1 right now. Peeling garlic. House smells like curry. Because we didn't have cell phones back then. Just watch ESPN, peel garlic. Dad watch ESPN, I peel garlic. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome, Sassy Mom. Let's do some Egyptian flute in the background here. Unnamed Land says, you send good energy from cooking food if you're happy about it. Yes, I learned from Reiki. Yeah. The master said the same thing. When you're negative and you're not present and you don't enjoy cooking, the food won't be as good because you're not making with love. Same thing with sound healing. Essentially, I'm cooking up sound in the lab, right in here. And so when your relationship, it feels like a chore or a routine. When you cook out of routine, it's missing love. Welcome, Ingrid. But when you cook with love, the food is extra delicious today. The music, extra beautiful today. When you speak with love, your words are extra beautiful today. When you breathe with love, your life is extra beautiful today. So that whenever I take a deep breath, that's my relationship with it. Gratitude. So instead of needing to be grateful all the time, imagine you just have the way you practice breathing is when you breathe, you feel gratitude. So you could program your own breath to have some kind of intention, right? Which is amazing, which is really amazing. Yeah. Everything is better with love, as long as that love is genuine, because sometimes people call it love, but it's manipulation. So you got to be careful. Don't get manipulated, but sometimes you got to learn the hard way, Thank you, George. Says, thank you for sharing your life with all of us. And thank you to the community that you share your life with the community and vulnerability. Yeah. It helps everybody. Everyone who likes to eat should know how to cook. For sure. Well, I mean, everybody has their role. You might not be a good cook, but cook in a different kitchen. If you're a nurse, cook up that loving relationship with your patient, right? When you're in a hospital, be the best doctor. Do it with love. It's sometimes really difficult when you're stressed, but that's where you need it the most. Right? When people come online, a lot of people are stressed. So when they come here, they're like, what is this? That's the number one question. What is this? But then as they just relax and chill, just chill. Peace and love. Jamie says, I wasn't allowed in the kitchen. Well, I hope the food was great. I think that's why you appeared on my For You page last night. The algorithm has opened again. That's a sign that it's gonna be back to the Apple Store. Right, that's true. Before, there's out of nowhere, we started having more people. 950 people or 850 people. Last night was around 600 people. In total, 700 people. Something's... Or maybe there's just more stress. Because spring break's coming, there's like probably midterms or, testing season. More testing going on, more stress. When people are more stressed, they come looking for the healing. And we've been here the whole time, so I don't miss midterms. I'm grateful for school, even though I chose not to graduate, because it taught me I could do anything. Because I failed miserably in college. Like I dropped out of college twice and went back and succeeded greatly. All A's, Dean's List, scholarship. And then universe says, now you drop out. And here I am, following my dreams. I even got the lady that said, are you tired of scrolling so long? I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, there's a lot of content creators that are mental health forward. That's good. But sometimes you need more, and that's why this is more. It's called community. There's sound healers community, card reading community. This is just my goal with what we're doing here is authentic love community, sound healing community. Yeah. Love your damn self party. That's what I usually call it. I have to leave and let's just say I want to eat something before I leave, so cause I have to meditate at around 4, but I got a bike there because biking's gonna take about 20 minutes. I'm gonna eat with a salad, so I'll leave in 12 minutes. Okay. I hope you had a good time this morning stream. We streamed for about 2 hours 30 minutes so far. Peaceful. I just hope I believe that they're unbanning, they're gonna eventually allow the TikTok back to the App Store. And but if not, we're on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook right now. We got 2 people on Facebook. Hey, say hi to the 2 people on Facebook. Let's see how many people's on Kick. Kick doesn't show. Let's see. Facebook. One person on. There's one. Say hi to the one person on Kick. But let me jam a little bit. What kind of flute y'all want to hear? Yeah, we're on Kick, YouTube. We're not on. I kept showing up late on Insight Timer because you have to schedule and you can't come on too late. Sometimes I'm streaming and I forget to jump to the next stream. Uplifting. Kalimba or piano, let's see. Thank you, everybody. That's just a little sweet, relaxing ending to the morning stream because Tuesday I have a meditation group that we've been meditating for 10 years already over. So, you can call it like a committed practitioner. It's 3 people, me, Shirley, John. I'm so grateful to, and they all come from a different world, right? One is like in charge of, let's just say, stock markets. One is a minister at a spiritual church. And so you get to hear different worldview and understanding. And so it's a beautiful thing to have friends all around. So I learn a lot from people every day. You teach me every day. My friends, my people, we're all people, right? It's just sharing what's on our heart and growing together. So 3 Om. And I'll see you tonight at 9:30 to 10 p.m. So, thank you for the peace. Thank you, Haley. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the offline donations. Thank you for everything. And thank you for believing in the community. Thank you for believing in yourself. Kia ora. Sawadee. Is that right? Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Kimbo, Lady, Sam. Shout out to the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Thailand, America, Canada. Lots of Canadians. Somebody bought a shirt from Canada. The first person who bought t-shirt was from Canada. Represent. We got Germany in the house. California. I was like, dang, all the way over there. Thank you, Annie. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much. Link in the bio. Sister, we have an Etsy shop called Mystic Village Merch. So if you're interested, it is made in-house by Sister Jill. She learned how to screen printing. And honestly, it has come a long way because, wow. The first generation was just like, I'll wear it to sleep. You know what I mean? Link in the bio has come a long way also. Yeah, the first generation, like, I'll wear this one to bed. But honestly, I like the first gen because it's respect towards the path, right? Like, if anything, that's the beauty, right? If you ever go see like older videos, like, wow, you are so different. You have matured. I know I have matured a lot as a spiritual leader because I have old videos to watch. I'm like, yeah. But you can grow really quickly. And so shout out to growth. The end. Thank you, everybody. The end.